Hey guys, what's up? It's Sonia and Sandra back for another episode of Twins Talk Tubi, and we're rounding out our found footage themed month, and we are reviewing today the movie Life of Belle. This movie came out in 2023, and this is the synopsis. In hopes of gathering new information about a long missing girl, authorities released footage recovered from her home. This is that footage. All right. As always, we're going to start off with our first time reactions of the movie. And the count of three will go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, two? Okay. Yeah, I thought the movie was
It was
really
a
good.
little freaky.
It was a little bit crazy. So the beginning of the movie, they show it was a cop, like his body cam
Body
footage,
cam footage, yeah.
and he's going into a home that I guess a call came in,
Like a crime scene.
something, a crime, and the cop is, going through the home, and it's through the eye of his body cam, and you can hear him and everything, obviously, but he's walking through the home, and this kind of stuff in disarray, and then he sees a body, and then
And he
he's
calls it
kind of
in.
calling in. It's like, oh, we need backup and a coroner or whatever, and then he sees another body and all this stuff, and so they kind of show that it's a few minutes in the beginning, and then they pan to like a reporter, and the reporter is talking about this, this scene, this gruesome scene at this place, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Excuse me. And then they're interviewing the a reporter, news station, I don't know, interviewing the cop that was first on the
The one that was
scene,
first on the scene. The
right?
one
They're basically asking him, like, what do you think happened, like, and he's like, I don't know.
like you saw the footage, didn't
Yeah,
you?
and he doesn't know, he can't make anything of
He
it,
can't explain it.
right? So then it gets to the footage. So the majority of the movie is the footage from the home and the camera that the little girl had.
Right.
Okay, so this little girl is a family, mother, father, and a little girl and her little brother, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she was like 8 or something.
Yeah.
Brother was
Say
younger,
the 8, 9.
and she, the parents got her a camera,
So she wants to be like a YouTube
like a
star. She wants to record
YouTuber or
videos for
something, and
YouTube.
do videos to make, toys and slime and type of stuff. And so she got a camera, so she was excited. So she's kind of, going around the house, kind of filming everything she does.
Right.
She's kind of leaves the camera around and things like that. While she's doing this, in some occasions, in the background, you see the parents. Sometimes the parents talking, sometimes maybe it's just the mom.
Yeah.
And when it's the parents, the father's kind of, because there was a one point where the mother screamed. Like, I think, were they sleeping?
Yes.
Yeah, they were. It was the middle of the night, or whatever, and you hear a scream. There's cameras all over the house too. So just
Right. This is very
keep that in mind.
paranormal activity.
Activity-ish, in the sense that it's right. In the sense, that's how I took it too. The way it's shot, with the cameras, there are cameras in
In
each room
in the house
in the house.
and the handheld.
Yeah,
Because
and then the
the
handheld as
little girl
well
had
when
the
they film.
camera,
Yeah.
and then Paranormal Activity, Micah had the camera.
Yes.
When something was going on, he would walk around with it.
Right. So
It totally reminded me of that
right.
movie. It's just a
And
little
then
girl doing it.
and then so at one point the mother screamed in the middle of the night, and then the next day the girl had the camera. She was with her brother outside playing in the dirt or something. She had the camera kind of sitting there recording them. The parents are in the back, and you can hear them, and the father's asking the mother, his wife,
Are you
"Are you
okay?
okay? Like, what was that?" And she was like, "No, I don't know." And well, like, being kind of vague and not
Yeah.
whatever. Then you get the sense that the father knows something's wrong with her, like, because
Like
he
it's
did
been
ask
going
her
on
at
for
one
a
point.
while.
Yeah, and he did ask her at one point if she took her medication.
Right.
So it's something like that she needs medication for. Like, they never explain it. They never say what it is,
No.
so we don't know, right? Then fast forward a little, the father's going away, I think on a business trip or something. They don't explain that
They don't
either.
really say what
But
it
he
is about
packed
it.
bags and he
That's
left,
what
and
I thought too.
be a couple days. He's telling the kids over. It looks like, to me, I thought it was a business trip, but I don't know. The mother's in the house alone with the kids. Excuse me. And so the recordings continue. You see the mom talking to herself. Well, you think she's talking to herself. It seems like she's talking to herself, but she's
Yeah.
saying, no, no, I'm not gonna do that. I can't do that. And at one point it's like, no, not the kids. Like she says stuff like
Yeah.
that. And and she's and the girl catches her with the little handheld camera. The girl catches
Yeah.
her like crying in the corner or making noise in the corner in the dark room sometimes. And she does weird things like she's giving the kids food and she's telling them to eat the food. And then like a minute later, she says, "Oh no, 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 don't eat it, don't eat it." And she takes it. Like I don't know, she was trying to poison them.
Right.
I thought whatever she was
Yeah,
talking.
it makes sense when you watch the rest of the movie.
I
It does
feel
make
like
sense. That's possibly what she was thinking about doing, but then she had to change her heart.
I feel like the thing or whoever she was talking to or was talking
Whatever
to
was manipulating
told
her.
her right, was telling her to do that, and then she kind of shook out of it and was like, "No, no, no, don't eat." Throw out
That's
everything.
true. I
But
didn't
then she
think
started throwing
honestly I
out.
didn't think about that, but
But
you
then
this
I just
sounds
thought about
right.
that. But then she started throwing out all the food in the house. She threw out everything in the fridge, everything in
Yeah.
the so so then that maybe doesn't make too much sense.
Kind
But
of
who knows? I don't know.
right.
The point is we don't know what's going on. She just seems a little bit nutty.
Yeah.
And the kids, you could tell they're getting scared. If they want to
Yeah,
talk
after a while they get really scared.
they want to talk to their dad, and then at
That was
some
the
point
worst.
the mom said, "No, you can't talk to him," and whatever and stuff. And then at one point she starts taking out all the light bulbs in the house.
Hmm.
So now it's during the day, and she's doing that, and the kids are noticing, and they notice there's flipping switches and there's no light, and they look up, there's no light bulbs,
Yeah.
and they don't know what to do. They're little kids. I feel like not old
Oh
enough
my
to
God.
really like be able to do something about it, which is you know messed up. But I mean, and then you know, slowly and slowly, you see the mom going worse and worse. Like she keeps doing the talking to something. We don't know. We can't see anything. And then it gets towards the end, and she took off all the light bulbs, so the house is dark. You know, the girl has the camcorder. They're playing like hide and seek or something. I think the kids or playing the flashlight.
They're playing it's like hide and seek but
Game.
with like flashlights. Yeah.
So she's walking around with the camcorder and the light. She's trying to find them, the brother. And she goes like downstairs, I guess in the basement or upstairs in the little playroom somewhere. And she's walking around with it. And she sees the mom in a corner of the
Yeah.
room, like crying and like making noises and just being real. Like that would freak anybody out.
It was very creepy, and I feel like it was more because it was involving kids, like little
Little
kids.
kids.
Like if you imagine yourself that age in that
Yeah.
situation, and
Yeah.
you'd be freaked, like you would be freaked out. I
Yeah.
was, oh my God.
And yeah, and so again, we don't know what's going on. And then keep going fast forward, and then the father comes back. Father comes back home, and he's like, "What's going on here?" And he comes in, and what's happening with all the lights? And he comes in at
Yeah.
nighttime, so it's dark.
Right.
Can't turn on the lights. He comes upstairs to the playroom. It's all a mess and
Hmm.
everything. And then he finds the wife, and they're kind of yelling and back and forth at each other, and she's
And then that's it. You don't really hear about him.
and then she's screaming and whatever, and then you don't hear anything.
Yeah.
And then you see like
This is already towards the end of the movie.
yeah, this is already towards the end. And then you see the kids with the camera through the eyes of the camera, right? Walking around in the
Yeah.
dark and trying to find the mom or something. And they're walking and they see the mom and she's dragging something.
Yeah.
And they're like kind of crying and they don't know what to do. And then the son ends up finding the father or tripped over him or whatever. And she said, "I told you not to come in here." And she's just
Something's
something's
going on with
off. The
her.
little girl runs off. She runs downstairs, and the mother's trying to calm her down, but she's acting erratic. So the girl's screaming and freaked out. and it's kind of dark, and you see a little is there's a light on them. You can see them obviously, but it's still dark. And then at one point, the mother takes the knife. I don't know. She wanted the girl to kill her, right? Is that
Yeah.
what? Yeah. So she took a knife, and then she gave it to the little girl, and the little girl threw it, and this whole thing.
The end was very disturbing and unnerving. And it was like, I guess besides found footage, it was kind of like sci-fi
Yeah.
element to it at the end.
Hmm.
Um, I thought it was very good. I thought they did a really good job. I thought the acting was really good. Um, it was only about an hour and 20 minutes, but it was moving from the beginning.
Yeah. It kept
I,
it
I feel
kept
like there was
good pace.
nothing that was dragging,
No.
and it was a good pace for the story.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So
It didn't have to go any longer than it did.
no, it was like the perfect story, perfect length, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it was very good.
Yeah.
This is another movie that I saw. I don't know where I saw it, but I saw somebody post about it, and I looked it up, the the preview for it, and I said, "Oh, this
I
might be
never heard
interesting,"
of it.
and I saved it on my Tubi.
It's pretty new. It came out in 2023, so you know
Yeah,
it's not it wasn't bad. I have to say.
I say definitely check it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely check it
I
out.
thought same thing, obviously. I thought it was
Yeah,
really well done. I thought it was good, had good scare, good kind of freak out moments
yeah,
and things like that. And
agree.
unnerving moments, you don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
If you like, I say if you like the paranormal activity movies, I think you'll like this movie.
Yeah,
I like all those movies.
yeah,
So I really like this one. But if you like those, I think you're gonna like this one. This is a solid movie.
yeah. So yeah, guys, check it out, Life of Belle on Tubi, of course. And as always, we are part of the Horror Flick Chicks, and this is the Horror Flick Chicks YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe and follow us and like our videos. Our Twin Talk Tubi videos are on this channel. Also, our podcast. Yes, we have a podcast, the Horror Flick Chicks podcast, here also on our YouTube channel, and we also have them streamed on several audio platforms as well. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. And as always, we'll be back next week for another episode of Twin Talk Tubi where we review another movie, and we're going to be in a new month.
A
So,
new month. New month means new theme.
what will it
You
be?
have to check. You have to check in to see what the theme is and what movies you're gonna
Yeah,
watch.
you'll
Make
find
sure you
out.
subscribe.
That's right. Subscribe to our channel so you know when our videos pop up. And until next time, this is Sonia signing off. Bye.
Bye.